As you probably already know, the anti-war movement is dominating U.S. politics. Will the public stand for a big spike in casualties? Which is what we were warned about today. On my Out in the Open panel tonight, we go to Republican strategist Cherry Jacobus, Cyenk Uygur, host of the Young Turks on the Air America Radio Network, and Warren Ballentine, a radio talk show host with Syndication 1. Welcome all.
Thank you.
I want to start off with a pretty telling graphic tonight showing the death toll in Iraq. And we have just heard some of the leaders of the military saying that the American public should expect a bloody summer. Even the president has warned of that. Is the American public going to be patient?
Well, I think the American people have been patient sometimes, and sometimes they haven't. The good thing is that this president and this administration has not conducted this war based on the polls. Now, he's been criticized for that because...
But that's not the issue. The question is there seems to be a declining support for this war and the way it is being fought.
There's no question that increased casualties are going to have an effect on the American psyche. That doesn't mean that people who previously supported this administration will all of a sudden turn around and not support him. This president from the very beginning has said this is going to be a tough war. We are going to suffer casualties, and he's been consistent in that.
Okay, I mean, Sherry, how much can we take? 4.5 long years of we're making progress. We're not making progress. And it's one thing to take heavy casualties, which we are, which is terrible, while you guys pretend to support the troops. Those kids are dying. It's another thing to have absolutely no plan. They don't know what they're doing. There is no political solution. What is victory? Go ahead. What is victory?
Well, the president,
in Iraq.
The president has said, basically they've made the point that when the Iraqis can take over for what we've been doing, then I think that will be a measure.
When is that going to be? 10 years, 50 years?
I don't think we have a timetable on that we can say, but that has been the goal from the beginning.
So indefinitely you're going to keep those kids in there getting killed. Indefinitely in Iraq in the middle of a civil war.
I mean, Paula, I think what we need to look at when we're talking about this war. Look, this Republican president, George W. Bush, has single-handedly blew up the Republican Party because he's not acting as a president. He's acting on what he thinks he wants to do and what's best for him, not for the American public. The public put a mandate out when we elected the House and the Senate Democratic, and the Democrats are just as bad as President Bush. Hillary Clinton came out and said, look, this is the president's war. No, Hillary Clinton, this is the American people war. We are all American, and our girls, our guys are dying by the boatload. 68 people dead in 1 month. Look, enough is enough. I agree. We need to pull out of this. We need to have a plan. We don't have a plan of action. This president's legacy, he's going to be the worst president in American history based on his legacy and what he's brought to the table.
We already see Republicans running away from this president in big numbers.
Well, we've seen
it's going to cost him big time. General election time.
I think for the Republicans running for president, they are going to have to be pretty clear in terms of outlining a plan, just as the Democrats are going to have to be. After this last election, when the American people voted the Democrats in the Nancy Pelosi Democratic Congress, the people on the left, her base, the Democrats' base, thought that snapped fingers and we're going to be out of Iraq. Now we've seen that the Democrats certainly have no plan. Their plan is to simply slam this president day in and day out. And we have seen their numbers tank. The Democratic numbers are tanking because of the lack of leadership.
Hold on, Sherry. You know what?
Jake can finish his thought, and then we're going to let you come in here.
Sherry, the Republicans block us getting out of the war, and then they say, oh, well, the Democrats can't get us out of the war because we're being obstructionists.
You know what?
Look, it's not the base. It's 60 to 70% of the country. If you think that's the Democratic base, great. The Democrats will never lose in another election. It is an overwhelming majority of the country saying, for the love of God, get a plan and get out.
What the guys are missing here in this argument is this. It has nothing to do about the Republicans or the Democrats. Look, everybody is tired of this. The Republicans have lied to us from the very beginning about this war. This whole war is based on a lie about weapons of mass destruction. The Democrats lied because they said they weren't going to fund the war. Then they used the excuse that, hey, we got to support our troops. Look, what we have to do as American people is this. Get on the phone, call your congressmen, call your senators, make your voice be heard. And if they don't want to listen to what we have to say, we empower them. We the people, we elected them into office. If they don't want to do what we want to do, get them out of office on the next election, whether they're an incumbent or not. That's how we change what's going on here.
And I need to say goodbye right now to Cyenk Uygur. Thank you so much. Cherry Jacobus and Warren Ballentine will be back in just a little bit. That was interesting. think you woke a lot of people up tonight if they've had long days.